Introduction to HydroFLOW. How it all started. In 1992, British Gas challenged inventors to develop a water conditioning device that can effectively prevent scale accumulation in the water heaters of their residential customers. The chosen technology was HydroPath, which powers the HydroFLOW water conditioners. The original British Gas report is available upon request. HydroFLOW USA is based in Redmond, Washington. Since 2010, the company has been importing the HydroFLOW products from the United Kingdom and distributing them in the United States and its territories. Product sales and support is predominantly performed by regional distributors. As of 2023, roughly 3,000 industrial-grade units have been installed across the U.S. On the left are headquarters in Redmond, Washington. In the middle, a custom I-30-inch device on a cooling tower. On the right, an I-190 on a wastewater treatment application. HydroFLOW offers a diverse range of products. Units fit pipes from 1 inch to 108 inches. The Pearl for apartments and RVs. The Pearl Plus for large homes. The HS40 for commercial kitchens and residential pools and spas. The HM range for marine vessels. And the I range for the industrial, commercial, and agricultural sectors. Main benefits: dissolves and removes existing scale, prevents new scale accumulation, treats bacteria and algae, enhances filtration efficiency, inhibits corrosion.
HydroFLOW provides an eco-friendly solution which greatly reduces chemical usage for the harmful effects of limescale, bacteria, algae, and biofouling. Based on over 20 years of experience, HydroFLOW's environmentally friendly technology works with various process liquid systems. A liquefied solution inside a pipe system may contain minerals, such as calcium carbonate dissolved in the form of ions. When temperature increases or pressure drops, the solution becomes supersaturated, which causes the ions to adhere to piping and equipment surfaces in the form of scale. Over time, accumulated scale, along with biofilm that consists of the bacteria and algae from the processed liquid, block the narrow pathways, causing unwanted insulation, reduced heat transfer efficiency, restricted water flow, and higher energy consumption. Eventually, systems need to be opened and cleaned. The process of cleaning the plates requires the use of hazardous chemicals, is time-consuming, and might cause damage to the equipment. The HydroFLOW water conditioner applies an electric signal of 150 kHz throughout the piping system, causing the ions to form clusters. When supersaturation occurs, the clusters precipitate out of the solution and form stable crystals, which do not adhere to piping and equipment. Additionally, the signal agitates the biofilm colonies, causing them to detach and flush out. Bacteria and algae passing through the water conditioner's ring of ferrites are charged by the electrical signal, forming a hydration layer of pure water around the cell. Osmosis forces water into the bacteria and algae cells, creating osmotic pressure, which ruptures the cell membrane and causes it to perish. In addition, the eradication of pathogens is believed to occur due to cell wall degeneration caused by the electrical signal. HydroFLOW: cost-efficient, saving time, money, and manpower. Safe: greatly reduces the need for hazardous chemicals. User-friendly: easy installation as add-on with no need to cut or weld. Green: environmentally friendly system. HydroFLOW.
How does it work? HydroFLOW water conditioners induce a decaying sine oscillation of ± 150 kHz into the water system, essentially making the water in the pipe a part of an electric circuit. HydroPath technology works using a similar concept to a transformer, an AC current through the primary coil. induces a field in the core, in turn inducing a current in the secondary coil. Imagine a secondary coil with only one turn. Begin to straighten the coil. And make it thicker. Hollowing out the coil, we have a pipe. The signal is induced into the water and the pipe if conductive. In the same way, a transformer induces a signal into a secondary coil. The signal is carried by the water alone if the pipe is non-conductive, concrete or plastic for example, and travels both up and downstream. Relatively simple installation. The unit is built around an existing pipe made of any material. No plumbing or cutting of the piping system is required. On average, an I-range transducer consumes less than $55 of electricity per year at 10 cents per kilowatt hour. Protective enclosure and remote monitoring available. Other water conditioning methods. Device using permanent magnets. Device using electromagnets. Device consisting of a coil wrapped around a pipe which acts as an electromagnet. Note the green lines represent lines of magnetic force. These other water conditioning methods offer a very weak signal. Magnetic fields only affect the ions when the water is moving. The fields are local, so the water is only treated at a single point. The effect starts to decay as soon as the water passes the unit. Magnetic particles can cause blockages. Note the diagram on the right showing that HydroFLOW has roughly 30,000 times more output when compared to a double coil wire wrap device. Scale treatment. Without HydroFLOW, minerals are dissolved in solution as total dissolved solids. When temperature or pressure change occurs, minerals precipitate out of solution and accumulate as hard scale. With HydroFLOW, when the hydropath signal is present, dissolved minerals combine to form loosely held together clusters. At this point, the clusters are still in their dissolved state. When the clusters precipitate out of solution, they form stable calcite crystals that do not accumulate as hard scale. Note the crystals on the left are smaller, more jagged, and seem to clump together, where the crystals on the right are more round, smooth, and seem to repel from each other. Bacteria and algae treatment. Osmotic pressure. A cell passing through the HydroFLOW unit becomes charged, creating a wetting layer of pure water. Osmosis forces water into the cell and causes it to burst. Cell lysis, a process in which a cell is broken down or destroyed as a result of some external force or condition, such as exposure to the hydropath signal. Irreversible electroporation, a novel procedure that uses discrete probes to deliver high-voltage, localized electric current to induce cell death without thermal-induced coagulative necrosis. The hydropath signal is believed to cause irreversible electroporation to take place in single-cell waterborne pathogens. Biofilm treatment. Bacteria and algae cling to pipe surfaces and form a layer known as biofilm. The hydropath signal causes the release of biofilm. Filtration enhancement. HydroFLOW improves water clarity and reduces backwash by causing suspended particles to flock so that they are more easily removed. Particles passing through the HydroFLOW device become charged. Turbulence mixes the particles and creates flocks. Filter removes flocks. This hot tub cleaned up in 4 hours with HydroFLOW. Note before, the blue tile accent in the bottom of the hot tub couldn't be seen. After 4 hours, the blue tile was clearly visible. Filters can only remove particles down to a certain size, and very small particles can drive deep into the filter media, requiring extra time and water to backwash. HydroFLOW can help reduce backwash water usage by installing around the pipe upstream of the filter. When small particles pass through HydroFLOW's ring of ferrites, they become both positively and negatively charged by direct exposure to the hydropath signal. Turbulence then mixes these charged particles, causing them to stick together, forming a larger flock. These larger flocks are easier for the filter to remove and won't drive as deep into the filter media, providing clearer water and reducing backwash water usage. Corrosion reduction. Current passing along a metal pipe creates a coaxial magnetic field, or skin effect, interfering with the electrochemical reaction necessary for corrosion to take place. Introducing hydropath technology to a water system inhibits internal pipe corrosion by up to 65%. A tube and shell heat exchanger, shown before the installation of HydroFLOW on the left and after on the right, where not only has the scale been removed, but magnetite has begun to form as a hard black deposit. It's important to note that magnetite doesn't always form after scale removal. It's dependent upon the amount of iron oxide in the water. Microbial-induced corrosion, or MIC, occurs when a bacterium attaches to the inside of a pipe and starts to produce corrosive acid. The secreted acid starts to dissolve the pipe from the inside out and forms rust patches that develop into pinhole leaks over time. The hydropath signal traveling along a metal pipe disturbs the microbes and greatly reduces microbial-induced corrosion. Thank you for watching the HydroFLOW Introduction presentation. If you would like more information, please go to Critical Environmental Solutions website at www.ces.works or contact Critical Environmental Solutions by phone at 859-621-6751 or via email bob@ces.works.